Okay, yeah, welcome back to Resonant Raz Secret Source Server. It's the information's out there for what the server is now. It was put on Reddit. I still don't know if I'm allowed to say that I'm on the pack, but I ain't going to say anything. But if you do want the information, I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I'm sure someone might put it in the comments, but it's not coming from me. Right, what am I going to do today? I'm going to make a 9x9. How cool is that? Yep. I have wanted to make this thing for quite a while, and I think I've got my head around how it works. Now, I'm in the process of moving stuff from up in my base here. I've added a few more things to this, by the way, just a couple of little things. I was filling some glass bottles, and they don't stack really, you know, for potions and stuff. What did I actually put them for? Oh, ink for Mistcraft yesterday, but I didn't end up using them anyway. So I put them in there. So you fill a bottle, and it takes the bottle and puts it in your network, and then just arrows, bones, string, and spider eyes at the minute. So mob drops basically. So that'll take them straight out of my inventory. It's pretty cool. If, for example, if I want to carry any ores around, if I put any ores out and put them in there, just go straight away. But as long as I put them in my hotbar, they don't go anywhere. That's pretty cool. So then I can do stuff like throw them in there, because that's still manual at the minute. I've got one of these in my inventory. It's a secret stone button. It's from the Secret Rooms mod that we've added to the pack. It's part of the new edition. Very cool. What I've been able to do with that is a couple of little things like this here. So instead of having a button there, we're able to see through. The texture doesn't quite connect properly, but it's still pretty cool. So that's actually a button. So is that. So I kind of hidden my buttons a little bit more, which I think is really cool. And this is an enhanced portal, which we're going to get to in a minute, and that's got one as well. Cool. Right, I just want to double check what I put this to. That's... oh, where's my Wallier gone? Wallier. Show hide. Toggled. Yeah. Visible. What? I can't remember what the toggle button is, so I'll have to check later. I have my Wallier turned off. So this is the portal controller. And its unique identifier for this portal is Nether Star. This is a network interface, and its network identifier is Creeper. So what I've done is I made a little separate private network. I've not done it like this before using these. I've always used the dialing device. This is just a little private network. And what I've done is down here I put a little 3x3 by 2, so it's 18, and that's connected to my normal power line. And what I've got over here is what I'm actually working towards making, and you can't really tell what it is yet because I've just done a little bit of work with dirt, so I know where things are going to go. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So where 9 is going to go. It's kind of going to go here. It's kind of not. It's going to need a portal to get to it. Right. So I've started moving some tech just to keep you up to date. I've got my failed expansion stuff down here, and these two Ender Eye items. They've got power, but no kind of automation at all. Yeah, I don't really want that. This is not really to get cobble or stone anymore. This is just to get sand and glass. I want to keep a stock of sand and glass, so that's what that Ignis extruder's for. That'll be hooked up to Steve's Factory Manager. Once I start bringing that down here, that's going to be the real big ball, getting Steve's Factory Manager down here. Now, nothing else of note really down here. That's working well. I keep... it's not filling up on 5 minutes, but I keep missing it, so I don't actually know how long it needs to be turned on for. And in here, we are up to... look at that, up to 7. Sweet, I'll be able to make a castle out of that in no time. I do want to check in single player, because the wither seems to be able to break anything at the minute if you get him right in the corner. I do want to check if you can break them. I don't think he's meant to be able to break them, but he seems to have some kind of like anti-exploit code in him that if he gets trapped in a corner, it will break blocks to get out. So I will test that in single player before I use any of them octuple. If you use the MFFS, it breaks them, but they get replaced instantly because of the way MFFS works. So maybe it is better using that. You know, up here we have got a bit more space up here, but we've still got all the mechanism stuff up here. Right then, so see what that is. Now, on the server, we have got quite a few people on. Where Tam started playing on here, which is very cool. I'm actually tabbed out looking at that picture. What is it? Oh, Where's Little Farm? Very nice. At the minute we have got Poppy, Poke, and Way on, and we haven't got any deaths yet, so I should kill him with lightning for all the deaths he's given me. Did I show this on camera? Just change this around a little bit. I had the door there. I already had a door there. Can't get through when I'm recording. I seem to struggle a real lot. So I've got a door there. There's a pressure plate there, and there's one there now. So I put some. This is down in the basement. I use these cobwebby ones that I don't normally use because I don't really like them as much, but I think they fit alright down here. So I've got a door there. I put some of them blinds on these. I wish these blinds went 2 blocks because then I'd use them on every window I've got. Oh, in fact, multi-block. I wish they went multi-block anyway, like so you can have 3x3s and stuff. Mr. Crayfish's Furniture mod, I'm guessing it's quite a new mod. It's got a lot of potential, needs a little bit of work I think just to make it really good. It's alright as it is, but it could be really, really good. But they're really cool. I just wish I did the full window. And I've got another door there, but no pressure plates this side. Cool. Right, so let's get on with something then. Right, what do I want to start with this? Well, this is the start of the process of me getting my ME system downstairs. And what I want to do is, like I said, I want to do something a bit different that I've never done before. Now, 1.7 mods are coming out. NEI come out today, which is very important for 1.7. I think a lot more. You'll start seeing quite a few more 1.7 mods pop up now because NEI is done. It makes playing a lot easier. I know Blood Magic and Totemic are both 1.7 ready, and Mariculture as well, and certainly Applied Energistics is. Now, Applied Energistics is quite a bit different. If you may have seen Bevo's teaser video, and I'm not sure if it's still going to have spatial stuff in it, and that's what I want to play with. I'm going to build a 9x9 spatial cell where I am going to put my ME network in and access it through a quantum bridge. So I'm going to do a bit of crafting here. I probably will cut camera in just a minute, but first I want to see what I'm going to make. I need a couple of quantum bridges. I started recording this earlier, so I took the singularity out of there, and then I got interrupted, so I thought I'd start again. So I went to put it back in there, and I clicked it back in and put it there, so it turned it into 1 energy rather than the 256,000 that it was. So I need to feed that some stuff to get another singularity in there. So I just threw all that away, but as long as I can get one, that's all I really need of that. So that's pretty cool. I can just throw a lot of cobble or something in there. What else have I done? Nothing, right. So what I'm going to start with, I should show you how I made this, by the way. The stone button, it's just rotten flesh, a button, and some camouflage paste. And camouflage paste has any dye, so I just used ink sacks because I've got like 10,000. Because I forgot to turn the spawner off when I was getting a few. So I've got like 9,000. That's close enough. So right, what I'm going to make first then is I need, for this to work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all my storage within the cell. So I'm going to access it from outside the cell. So I need to have a quantum link. So I'm going to start by making the bits for that. Now, for that we need some of these energy cells. Pretty straightforward. We need fluix crystals, and fluix crystals are pretty straightforward. So I'm going to need 16 of these. 8, and then another 8. Did I say someone? 8 for each of the quantum fields. And I need one of them for each one. So there's 16 of them that I need. Someone just tried to tag lock me. So let me check if my poppet's still there. Photo protection poppet. So that doesn't go when my tag lock goes. Who's up at my bed? So they either poked me or they've come and found my bed. Who's about here? There, I saw him, didn't you? Now, someone is visibly in my house. I think that means I'm allowed to kill him. Was it not? Let me grab one of these. It's a blindness one, isn't it? Brew with ink. And see if I can send them to sleep as well. No. That's a splash one, isn't it? Where are you, damn guy? Right then. I'll keep going for a bit because I want to see if I can capture him. But I don't want to spend the entire video running around looking for someone who ain't going to show himself. Right then. Good, I've got a bit quiet, it's not very good, not very good video, is it? I think they might have gone. I think they might have gone. I think I know it was though. I was thinking it was Poppy anyway. Because I know he's been doing witchery. And Popfin just died. Right. Okay, we'll ignore them then. I think they've gone. I think they've gone. And I'll carry on. So, let's head back down to... What was I up to? I was down here when I was crafting stuff. I'm going to keep that brew of ink on me. I'm going to blind them if they come at me. Right, I still what I should do. I should make some violent golems. Should I make a couple of quick violent golems? Back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. That was either Poppy or Poke. I think it was Poppy. He got away. Damn it. He said something along the lines of... Oh, Wade just died as well, which is fun. Can't believe you let someone get away. I think it was Poppy. I thought it was anyway. So what I've done is I've made some iron plating, some vases. So this is all pretty straightforward. So we've got golden mace is just iron in some aspects. Iron plating and iron chest plate. Iron plating and an iron helmet. And dispenser, some arrows and stuff. Gets me all this lovely stuff. So what I want to do is just make the last bits, which is dispensers. Let's stack, yeah. So 2 of them, and now what I'm going to do is, I thought I'd do this on camera because I've not actually shown do this. I used this little contraption the other day to make some gaseous tenebris for Poppycocks. He wanted some for a build that he was doing, so I've got this little setup down here. Now I actually need to see. Right, it's yeah, these Falmium blocks for a golem. So what I can be able to do here, I'll be able to make a golem in here. So see that? You put the target thing to drop in the crucible into this, and you can click what you want. So why are you not letting me click? Let me click. Damn it. That's selected. Normally when you select them, oh, I've got a green line around it. Unselect that. There we go. Now that's selected. I must have had to unselect the other one first. So, Humanus, Motus, and Spiritus. So what I've done, I'll just grab my jars from over there. So what I can do is, I'll show you quickly what I mean. So this is a crucible recipe, like Nightor for example. If you look in the golems here, if you look at Thalmium Golem, you'll see that. To make it a crucible, you throw them items in, and you chase it with a Thalmium block. So what this machine does is similar to what's set up for the farm, but I'm just actually using it for actually crafting stuff here as well, rather than an automated system. So all I need to do now is put the 3 things down, 3 jars. So I've got, oops, there we go, and there we go. So it's got them in there. It's going to start asking for these in order. So I'm going to shut the valves on one side, shut that valve. So if I open that valve, it'll start drawing that in. There you go. So if you look in there, you'll see that it's drawn that in. Next it wants Motus. So if you shut that one and open that one. So you can have one on each side open, but you can't have both on each side open for it to draw in right. So we'll get the Motus in, and then it's going to want the Spiritus. So like that, and we're going to get a little golem pop out. There we go. Easy as that. It's making golems now. Very cool. So I'm going to make another one. As I said, because we've got both sides open. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's shut you again. Let's open you. Because we've got two sides, we can actually send something in from each side. I'm not sure if you can do the front as well, or the back, but this is quick enough. So we'll shut that, we'll open that, and we should get our second golem. What's going on? Fill up. It's not run out, is it? No? You're shut, aren't you? Yeah, you're open. Why are you being so slow, damn guy? Weird. That's the wrong way around. That should have been... I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, so there we go, I've got two family golems. So what I'm going to do is, I'm pretty sure I can set these aggressive to anyone but me. I need my Golemancer's bell. There it is. Oh, I've crashed. Back in a sec. Okay then, when I came back from that crash, I checked a few things out, and I was missing quite a bit of stuff actually. I had not made the animation core, so I've made the animation cores in there as well. So nice and straightforward, using Vinculum and Tellum. Gets us the golem core called Guard. Now, I've also seen that there is useful things from the upgrades, so I've made... These are just gold nuggets around each shard. And to fit 3 upgrades on, I've gone with the upgraded golem. So I'm just doing the second one now. So I thought I'd do a quick little bit of infusion on here. Infusion is such a dream with this setup, with the amount of shards I've got downstairs. It really makes it so much less of a hassle than it used to be. So I'd advise anyone doing any kind of Foamium, any kind of Foamcraft, infusion crafting, to really go overboard with the amount of crystal clusters, etc. that you've got. Now to get this guy in here, you've got to shift click him on, otherwise he stands on top of it. So shift click him onto there. So he's floating around like that. And wallop. So that's going to happily work away. While that's going, we'll go downstairs and we'll get the other one set up. So what I'm going to do is I'll have this guy down here. I'm going to have one up near my bed. I'm going to keep him on passive most of the time. But if someone comes messing about, oh, they're going to get it. They're going to get it. So there we go. He's got a brain now, which is cool. Now I think because he's got a brain, I can talk to him a bit better. But he needs to have a core first. So I'm going to put all his gear on first. So armor, cool. Robocop visor, dead or alive. You coming with me? Don't know if you can have any more upgrades on as well. I don't know if you can have like a bow tie in that on as well. I'll have to find out about that. And range. So he's got a mace. He's got a range. So he's fully geared up like that. Now he wants his guard thing on there. Sweet. So now I can talk to him. Okay. And I maybe use the bell to talk to him proper. And what we're going to do here is this. Aha, yes. That lets me tell him who to attack. So he sets of players. So if anyone comes down here without warning, they might get poked in the face a bit. And then one of these increases the speed of his range attacks. The other one increases the accuracy of his ranged attacks. So I'll go show you that in the book upstairs. So the other guy should be done. So that is a fully tooled up battle golem. Cool, we'll see how he does if anyone comes messing around. And I'm going to put the other one near my bed. So there you go, nice little side track. This guy should be done. Look at that, it's just the confidence in just leaving my infusion makes it so much nicer. So I'm going to put this guy up here, and he's going to be my bedroom butler. So down he goes. Same set of gear on him. Oops, not you. That and that, and there we go. And then 1, 2, and 3. We'll have monsters as well, because mobs spawn on the roof up here, so if any fall... No, I don't think they can get in here anyway. There we go, we've got... I should name these guys as well. I'll give them names at some point. There we go, right, I don't want to get too sidetracked. I should actually... let me take one of them out with me. We'll go find some monsters to kill. So left click picks him up with all his gear. Sweet. I can put him down again. And it's still... Okay, it goes back to... reverts to his normal setting. Die, meat bag. Cool. Nice Knights of the Old Republic reference there. Right, anyway, I'll get on with what I was doing. Oh, only me and Poppy left. So anyway, right, what was I up to? Before I was rudely interrupted, I was starting to work towards... Now, what was it? 16 of them I said I needed. And I also need, I've worked out I need another 4 for the power for the actual thing I'm going to make. So I'm going to make 20 of them. So, tell you what, this is going to be a bit of boring crafting. But basically, I'm going to make some of them. I'm going to make some of them guys. I'll make 2 of them. I'm going to feed some more stuff to the condenser, so I've got singularity. I'll create that, I'll entangle that on camera. We also need one of these, a spatial I/O port. And I'm going to need one of these guys, the 16 cubed, which needs all that stuff, fluix pearls. It's all pretty straightforward stuff, but it's going to be a bit time consuming. So I'll get all that made, and then I need, I think, where are the actual spatial panels? Them guys. I need 120, 132, I think, of these. So it's going to take a bit of time. I'll get it all crafted up. Okay then, I am back and I've got pretty much everything I need crafted. I'm just making some nether quartz dust so I can make some more fluix dust. That's the right stuff in it. So if I jump back up here, I should be able to start putting some stuff together now. So that's going to go in there, and what I'm making is a load of these spatial pylons. Now I'll explain why I'm making so many in just a minute. I actually need, before I need them, I need a load more fluix dust, don't I? So, and there we go, another 2 stacks of that. What's going on? There we go. I've actually got my quarry going because I needed to fill that up. It's nearly done. So it's 250,000. So what I've done is I've just dropped out the dirt, and that can go back in now because I'm down at stone level. Yeah, the dirt and the stone out of there. Now a couple of people said this was set wrong. I believe it's not. It's working alright. I thought it used to be the way around myself. I've always thought it should be this way. I've class 1 as a higher priority than 2. But it used to be, before it was set wrong. Whereas now, dirt's clearly going into there. Sorry, stone's clearly going into there. You can see it going up, look. And if I was to put the stone one back in here, which is on a 1 priority, then the stone's going to stop going into there. Look, it stopped. I've taken the stone back out. It'll start going up again. So it seems to be set right as I've always understood it now. So I'm not sure if anything's changed or if I was just confused about how it used to be set. But I'm sure it was set the other way. I'm sure before 2 was higher than 1, but now it certainly seems that 1 is in fact higher than 2, which is very good. Right, I want... What have I run out of? ME cable. That's why I'm running out of fluix dust, because I'm making cable as well, I guess. So, okay, I need another 4, I think. 2, oh man. And then another 2. What am I missing? More bloody fluix. Christ. Just run back down there and get the rest of that quartz I was cooking up. So I mean, this is a bit expensive for materials, but it's something that you don't have to do. So I'm doing it purely for fun. And like I say, because I do not know if spatial stuff is in the 1.7 version. Now, this is not really, I think, what you're meant to do with it this for, to be honest. I'll show you when I'm putting it together what you're meant to be using it for. Well, there we go. That's 2 of them. Cool. So I think I've got the right amount of stuff. I've got that. What I haven't made yet. Oh, was that there all the time? That fluix dust. I didn't notice that down there in my bar. Some fluix dust sat in my bar there. I might not have needed to get the rest of that dust. What I need to make is This guy. Now, as far as I understand it, 2 cubed will, you don't actually be able to put 8 blocks in there, 2 by 2 by 2. So if I built a bigger spatial area, I'd still only be able to put 8 blocks in. That's how I'm thinking that bit works. So I'm actually making the 16 cubed. So in theory, I could have a chunk worth of stuff in there, a chunk XY, and then XZ in Minecraft, because it's weird, but you know, and 16 blocks high. But I'm not going to go that big, so I should be able to fit everything I need into one of them. I don't need one that size. So for a spatial 16 cubed, we need one of these spatial storage blocks, which needs, so we need 16 of these spatial storage cells, which I've got this for. No, we don't need 4 of them. Silly me. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then was it just like that again? The bigger one was spatial storage block, and then we can combine that with some of the usual suspects. Where's that gone? Why did you not go in there, fool? To get a 16 cubed storage block. Sweet. Now, what else do I need? I think that's about everything. Now, I have crashed a couple of times in single player doing this. I hope I don't destroy anything. We're doing this for science. If I break the server, need all my base rolling back, then I guess I deserve it. Right, while I'm here, are we done? We're so close to being done. So let me hang on a little bit. So what else do I need to make? I've got the 16 quantum field rings. I'll tell you what, I need to make the other bits for that, don't I? I need to make a tiny TNT. So let's get one of them on the go. Does that have to be? It can be either quartz dust, that's cool. So let's get a tiny TNT. We also need a ender pearl. Crushed, I believe. Yes. So, one ender pearl. Come here, you. Where you gone? One ender pearl, and I'll need a lever to set this off. So let's go get that done. Out here. Let's crush this ender pearl. Now what materials am I making there? Interesting, is it? Was it iron? Oh, it's tin. Okay. It's working at tin at the minute. And are you done? Come on, so close. 200 to go. So I might as well get this done while I'm close to having it ready. And there we go, singularity. So yeah, what I did before was I shift clicked into there and it just gave me one thing back. So I can put that stone block container back in there now, and that'll start filling up, and when they eventually get full with a crazy amount of single resource, then I'll be able to they'll start going the condenser again. It's just like trashing them, really. So what you do with this is, I have to turn my sigil magnetism off. I'm going to put the tiny TNT down. I'm going to blow a little bit of the dirt up, but I'll replace that after. And then singularity down with the ender pearl dust. Turn that on. We get a little cute explosion. Oh. Hey, you thieving sod. Let's get a bit of dirt while I'm here. 5 dirt. Just cover that back up. And our singularities will be in there. There they are. So, what happened was, instead of it being a singularity now, it's now quantum entangled. Oh, I took one of them, there's 2. Of course there was. These are now quantum entangled singularities. So these 2 match. If you was going to be planning on using more than one set of quantum bridges, you can rename these in an anvil. So what's going to happen is, if we head down, I really hope nothing goes wrong with this, because it's potentially very dangerous. Well, it's potentially very dangerous for me. I could lose all my shit, you know. But right, what I'm going to do here is, First of all, I'm going to put one of these together. One of these is going to go in here, because this is where my AE network is going to be, and where we come in. I'm going to have crafting over this side, and I'm going to have power management and stuff over this side. That's my plan anyway. I might move it later, but for now, I can put that there. You'll see when I put that into the middle, it'll form a multi-block structure, and in there goes one of the entangled singularities, and that is how we're going to connect to the rest of our network. That'll be inside the spatial area. But it needs power, and it needs to be connected to an ME network, so we'll need connections into this, but for now that's just going to stay there. Next, what I want to do is, right, if we head down here, what I'm going to need to do is all these spatial parallels. In fact, I'm not going to do them yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the power on. So I've got a little separate ME controller here, so it's going to run off its own little network, this thing. So I'm going to have its own little controller there, and it's going to have its own little spatial I/O port. Spatial I/O port, that goes in there. Spatial storage. It's right in it. Yeah. And what we need to do with this, when we actually go into the cell, we are going to need to put a redstone signal onto this. I've tried doing this with wireless. It crashed on a single player every time. You can do something funky with this. It's quite easy to do. What you can do is, with a empowered conduit, we'll have one of them. Now you only need one. What you can do with this is, with an empowered conduit on this, you can set this on the in out. You can set this thing there, self feed. And if we blacklist, set that to always active and blacklist, what'll happen is whenever you click this, this goes to there. But with that set on self feed, it'll pull it out of there and put it back into there. So you can always do it. But the way we're doing this, we only have to go into here once. Now, the reason why I only want to go into here once is it can transfer blocks. It can store blocks. What you're doing is you're storing blocks as blocks. But when I did it earlier, I transferred my blocks back out, and I transferred a portal out, and most of the portal got destroyed, got left behind. So I don't know exactly what it can and can't take. I'm guessing that the portal bits will be talented, is what my limited understanding. I think that's getting my head around it. So I don't actually want to be teleporting. What I could do is I could bring the AE system in and out of here rather than keep it inside the cell, but I'm actually just going to keep it inside the cell. So we'll probably only have to fire this off once, unless I do more, unless I make more cells, that is. So right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start swapping these for these spatial pylons. Now, spatial pylons have to be at least 3 tall. Well, the way they actually connect right is to the 2 tall, but 3 tall. So if that was 3, and then if there was 3 here, then we'd be creating a 1 block space, which would be the block above this where I'm stood. So you're actually creating a 3-dimensional space within the bounds of the pylons, yeah. So this is going to create a 9 by 9 by 5 space, because that goes that's a 7 long, so there'll be a 5 internal space, and these are 11 long, so there'll be a 9 internal space. If that makes sense. So I'll keep doing this. Let me cut camera. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this stack all the way around here, and I'll show you for why. Because I want to show you for why, I'm actually only going to build the bottom bit first, and then once we've got the corners connected, I'll come back and I'll show you why we need more than just a few of these. Okay then, so I've put these all the way around. Now these don't have to be in every slot like I'm doing here. I could, in theory, have 7 there, 3 there, and 2 there in fact I think, and 2 there to form the boundary of this. But the reason why I've got so many of these is what I'm going to show you now. If we look in here, you'll see that we've got an efficiency of 40.1%, and look how much power is required. 26,000 MJs to create this, and we've got 2,000 MJs. Your standard, what do you call it there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more into this. I'm going to go, where do I want these? I've got 4 of these to add, so I'm going to go 1 there, 1 there, And I think, yeah, I'll have match them over here. So these, anyway, these connectors are right. These are energy cells. These add more storage power to your ME network. So what we can do now, you can see that that has actually put us up to 162,000 MJ from 2,000. So see, each one of them is 40,000. Can store 40,000 MJ in it, which is pretty cool. But you see, we're still massively well away from there. Now that's the reason why we've got all these pylons. You'll see that when I start putting more pylons in. So what we're at there, we're at 40%. If I go up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do all the corners. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. You can't have them touching each other. 5, 6, 7, and then same here. 7. Is that right? Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Come here, you. So now if you look in there, it's gone up from 40%. See, look, it's 50.7. What I've worked out is this is exactly the amount I need. I need every one of these to be 7, apart from these two that can be 3. So I'll cut again, I'll get them all filled, and we'll see back on there 100%. So there we go, all 7s, all the way around. Apart from these, that's the 3. I've just took one off there to show you. We're at 99.2%. If I put that one back, bam, we're at 100%, and you see that's come down from whatever it is. It's come down a lot. So 150, and because we've got 4 of these things, as I said before, we are at 162. So we've actually got enough power to send us through. Now, to get stuff back, you'd have to press this. You have to get a redstone signal on there again. So for example, the way you meant to use this properly is I could now, what can I do? I can find a switch. I could now, there we go. If I wanted to store stuff in there, I've got an internal storage area of 9 by 9 by 5. I could say I want to store 3 data in there. And if I was to put a redstone signal onto this, like so, I've moved that to the bottom because we're connected via that thing, so I didn't need the ME cable there. So I could get rid of that ME cable as well, because I've connected via that. In fact, I could get rid of 4 of them, but yeah, I might as well get rid of them. No point in having them there if I don't need them. I'll probably move them down, make it look a bit more even. Shall I do that now? Why not? So, see if they're not touching, to go that colour to indicate they're not connected. So break that. Let's do that as well. And that one. And finally that one. So if you break them with a wrench to keep the power, which is nice. There we go. That's a bit nicer, isn't it? So if I want to store 3 data in there, I can go. And that 3 data is now stored in there. And we used a whole lot of power doing it. And if I was to redstone signal again, it comes back. So you could store, I don't know what you'd want to store in there, but you could store stuff in there like that. What we're actually going to do is we're going to put ourselves in there. Now, if I had access to this from outside, or for example, see that little thing is putting that back into the right place every time. If I had access to this from the outside, I could put this back in here and I could get myself back out, but I'm not going to be able to. So what I've done is I've made the little portal thing, so I can get a portal in and out of here. So I've got all the bits I need with me, hopefully, to make a portal. If I've not, Poppy's going to have to come, and I can just TPX zero myself out, to be honest. But I think I've got everything I need anyway, so we should be alright. So my network's creeper, and that's Nether Star, that's right, yeah. So what I can do is I can put my switch onto there, and I'm inside the area. So what's going to happen is if I go like that, boop, it's going to throw me inside this really dark area. I want to turn that and make sure I'm not falling. There we go. Let's turn loaded chunks off, and there we go. I am inside this thing. Now the first thing I need is light, which I have none. So Let me get some blocks. What shall I use? I could do with some lights. That'll do. Let's have all of them. And I'm going to need some other kind of blocks as well, just so I can see stuff. What nice blocks we got? Iron. So let's grab a stack of iron. Blocks. Cool. So now we should be able to find the corners of all this. So I can't actually see anything in here. Poppy sounds like he's fighting the withers. There we go. I've made a banana. No more, no less. So, oh, went into the wall. So, you see the edges. Oh, hang on. That's better. Actually, I had night vision. I was making it worse. So, wreck that. And we are inside. If you look at our biome there, we're actually inside a storage cell, which has got 9x9 edges. So what I'm actually going to want to do is, I can't actually place blocks inside the walls, so if I put blocks down, it's going to actually make it less than a 9x9, it's going to make it into a 7x7. So what I want to do is I want to build right up against the walls. What I'll probably do is I'll put a full light roof in, so I've got some idea where my edges are. You know, look, I've done that wrong there. Let's put the lights there, and there we go. We have made a 9x9. How's that sound? I like everything about it. Cool. And I can't get all the edges. If you are in creative, you can break these blocks, and then it's just a massive space. And you can build wherever you want on it. You can't go any lower than this though. But because of the area we made it, this is the area it is. So what I need to do is that's wrong, isn't it? I need to now make a portal so I can get out. So I'm going to quickly throw a portal together. So what do I want here? I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that what I was going to do it? 5 was it? And then controller and network interface up this side. I have to put a step up to this as well. And then I want a, tell you what I haven't brought a button, but that's fine. I want a frame and a redstone interface up this side. And then if I fly, I can go there, there. And I shouldn't be able to go any higher than that anyway, because that's the height of my area yet. Because remember, it was 5 tall. So now, with the location card, I can go initialize, and then the unique identifier for this, the other one was nether star, so this can be diamond. And if you remember, if we click on this one, our network identifier was creeper. So there we go. We've got 2 networked portals. So now all I need is a button. Or a bit of stone, please. Which we can turn into a button. And that goes on that end. Boosh. I can get back out into my base. Sweet. Okay, well, I actually got stuck in the portal because I had my controller there. I was wherever your controller is in your portal, that's where you'll spawn in. So I spawned in here, I was getting stuck on these. So I broke the portals, I've moved the controllers to the top there, so they're on the top now. And that works a bit better. So if we head back in here, that is, I think I mentioned that earlier, that's a button from Secret Rooms, same as the ones up, same as them ones. I think I mentioned that earlier. But then that's the same as well. Oh, shit. I have to put some safety rails on I. So click that, go through. And as you can see, I've started moving some stuff into here. I've got my molecular assembly chamber. Now, I didn't really want this 5x5x5 in here, but I'd already made it. And it's got the right amount of stuff for a 5x5x5. So, what it's got in it is 18 CPUs and then 9 pattern providers. It's the one that I normally make, to be honest. I've made it a few times before. And then, oops, that will form into its multi-block. Wonderful. And then over here, I've got a chunk loader down there. Now the chunk loader is mainly for the portal, but it's useful for stuff anyway. I've got 2 more ME drivers upstairs, of course, and an ME chest, which is going to go in the middle there. So that's going to be my storage for my drives and stuff. And then over here, I am going to have my ME controller there with a Tesseract there providing power to this, which will provide power to the network. And all shall be good. Well, provide power to this, which will link it to the outside, and it'll provide power to the network, and of course that'll be linked there, so that'll be touching everything. And then down this side, I'm going to have my ME crafting, my liquid terminal, stuff like that. And then on the outside, all we'll have is one of them, and ME crafting terminal, and a liquid terminal. So very cool. I'll have to have some interfaces and stuff outside as well. But there we go. I built a 9x9. What do you reckon? I'm going to wrap up there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope it was entertaining. This is what I've wanted to do since I've seen the spatial things existed, and I just wanted to make sure. Oh, got stuck in the wall. I wanted to make sure I got round to it, just in case they're not in the new version. I hope you enjoyed it. Something a little bit different, and I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye.